Okay, so one thing we need to be particularly aware of when it comes to human resource management is the particular laws that relate to how this area of management functions, and how we both protect our organisation and protect our employees while they're at work. So the idea of laws that affect human resource management are there to ensure that work conditions are both fair and equitable. So people are treated fairly and equally, that people aren't subjected to things that are discriminatory, particularly in the sense of gender, sexuality, religion, disability, things like this. And also that the workplace has basic standards of safety and health, and that it is protective of the needs of individuals, particularly if they have needs when it comes to stuff like disability. So the book provides us with this list of particular laws that are related to the area of human resource management. And some of these laws are designed more to protect employees and to protect the actions of employees within the organisation, and also to protect the organisation against some of the acts of employees. So for example, we can see here with the Crimes Act that this gives us the ability, if we've got employees that are committing fraud or stealing from the organisation, that they can be charged during or after employment. We then have a bunch of laws that are designed to promote equality and prevent discrimination and harm to people in the workplace. So we have a bunch of disability discrimination acts, equal employment opportunity acts, and then safety aspects, so occupational health and safety acts. And then we have the Fair Work Act from 2009, which is our most recent act that directly impacts our employment conditions. And this is the one that helps us set out employment agreements, address workplace disputes and conflicts, and also you most often hear the Fair Work Act mentioned when it comes to things like unfair dismissal. So this is where people will sue an organisation because they feel that they've been sacked unfairly. So the Fair Work Commission is there to manage and provide restitution and resolution under the Fair Work Act. We then have things like the Privacy Act, which both protect employees, but then also set standards for organisations when it comes to things like managing customer data and stuff like that. And then we have our superannuation guarantee, which is the act that manages superannuation arrangements and payments that we need to be aware of as employers. So this can get fairly complex fairly quickly. And so as a manager trying to think about HR from a legal perspective, we just need to have some awareness of the basic rules that govern each of the laws in these areas, and to be able to dig into the right area. So say, for example, if we're trying to work out what's the minimum pay that we need to pay somebody, how do we manage people's privacy, how do we prevent things like discrimination in the organisation. Being able to access the right government institutions that can help us with that is important as well. And so next, what we're going to start diving into is thinking back to our diagram of the human resource management process. We're going to dig into this first aspect, which is how do we actually find the right employees at the right time for the right job.